do a live call today was because of this book, which is called Why People Don't Heal and How They Can, by a woman called Caroline Miss, who is a healing practitioner and who's been in the scene for the last 45 years. So I'm just going to read something she says about igniting the healing fire within. It's one thing to understand intellectually the steps you need to take to heal. It's quite another to understand what you need to do on an emotional level, she says in this book. To ignite your healing fire, you need to do something with your heart. The heart holds the catalyst that causes the rest of the body-mind to heal in a chain reaction. The greatest illusion of the age that we're in today is that awareness alone heals. So I see this a lot in the circles that I occupy, where there's a lot of psychoanalysis and psychotherapy, art therapy, sex therapy. There's a lot of focus on awareness. Let's talk about this thing that happened to us, and as long as we're aware, that problem should go away, and we should somehow reach a larger sense of resolution around that issue that we're experiencing. And as we know, people are more complicated than just the intellect or just talking about something. And sometimes talking doesn't do much. It just kind of stops at an intellectual level, and it doesn't go deeper into understanding the things that are happening within the body-mind. In the yogic system, the body and the mind are considered one, and in the alternative healing, the holistic healing systems too, body and mind are considered one. So, why I bring this up is because I've been getting a lot of questions about people experiencing a lot of trauma that's come up for them in this pandemic period of pause, because there seems to be this time that we suddenly have to just kind of be with ourselves, which we didn't have before, right? And now I'm talking about most of the people that I am surrounded by, who have jobs that are urban, who can work from home, and who may not find themselves in the best work from home situation because they believed that they had a good situation going, but it's actually not so. So a lot of this anxiety and the social anxiety around us is bringing up a lot of things that we may have buried in the past within ourselves. And so, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to do a meditation today for my lunch break. It's my lunch break here, and I welcome you to do it whenever you are, or wherever you want to, which is about igniting some of the stories that have kind of gotten buried within the body-mind system. So we're going to use something called emotional freedom technique, and it's a technique of tapping where you use your fingertips and you tap parts of your face, parts of your body in different ways, and you can do it with me. So this is related to sexuality, and it's related to healthy sexuality in a way that once we start doing things with our body more, which are not just about pleasure, not just about consumption, but more about integration of the things that are already happening within our systems, the memories that are already stored within our systems. Once we start working with those through meditation and healing, then there is some way out of some of the trauma that we may be experiencing in this pandemic time. Okay, so you can do this with me, so just keep your back straight and, take your palms and just kind of do this for like a second. And then take this and then just tap. Tap the top of your forehead and see how it feels. Tap your cheekbones. Tap your chest. Tap your left. tap your right. And then go to the right armpit and tap. And then go to the left armpit and tap. And go to the top of your head. And say the things that are making you feel anxious and uncertain right now. I feel like my life is not in my control. I did not expect the pandemic to go on for this long. I am feeling really stressed out. My relationship is not where I would like it to be. And that causes me a lot of pain. I used to be able to plan, and now plans just don't make sense. I am scared for the world that we are going to be living in. My life includes the way I have emotional care for myself, the way I think about things, the news I consume, the food I consume, the sex that I have, and all of it feels a little bit off right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. And I allow my anxiety to come to the surface. I am scared of my feelings of anxiety. I am scared of becoming depressed. I am scared of going into a deep, dark hole. But I know it's important for me to acknowledge what's coming up. I am not my partner's responsibility. I am not a consumer of the world. I know that I can take ownership of what is coming up for me at this time through some gentle compassion. I allow myself to feel after a very, very long time. I allow myself to feel pain, and I trust myself to be able to contain it. While things outside of me may not be in my control, while things outside of me may not be in my control, it's control within myself.